Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Too bad that you couldn't see. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, everything update video. It's going to be like a 3-hour video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dachi. Hello, Dachi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. We'll go to David Sachs here first, and then we'll get on with the news here, because it's like, why is crypto tanking? I thought they just made a big announcement. They did just make a big announcement, and I'll tell you why everything's going down. So over on, oh, where the heck is he, man? Come on, Sachs. Why don't you have an easy name? Oh, you actually do have an easy name. I'm just derping over here. Anywho, 49 minutes ago, David Sachs had posted, just a few minutes ago, President Trump signed an executive order to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. The reserve will be capitalized with Bitcoin owned by the federal government that was forfeited as part of criminal or civil asset forfeiture proceedings. This means it will not cost the taxpayers a dime. More on that later. It is estimated that the US government owns about 200,000 Bitcoin. However, there has never been a complete audit. The executive order directs a full accounting of the federal government's digital asset holdings. The US will not sell any Bitcoin deposited into the reserve. It will be kept as a store of value. The reserve is like a digital Fort Knox for the cryptocurrency, often called digital gold. Mostly fine so far. Premature sales of Bitcoin have already cost the US taxpayers over $17 billion in lost value. Now, the federal government will have a strategy to maximize the value of its holdings. More on that. The Secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, provided that those strategies have no incremental costs on American taxpayers. In addition, the executive order establishes a U.S. digital asset stockpile consisting of digital assets other than Bitcoin forfeited in criminal or civil proceedings. Honestly, I'm going to have to read this twice because there's just so much. The government will not acquire additional asset for the stockpile beyond those obtained through forfeiture proceedings. It's like, well, Chavez, does this mean they're not going to buy anymore? Well, they're not going to collect your taxes and then pay for it that way. But again, the Secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, provided that those strategies have no incremental cost to American taxpayers. So if we sell some weapons for some people, or if we have additional funds coming in, let's say the mineral rights that are coming in from Ukraine, when they go in and collect those, oh, we're not costing the taxpayer any money. Like, we're not taking from the taxpayer to buy this Bitcoin. It's revenues coming from outside of where the taxpayer would have to pay. And those types of avenues can be built around buying Bitcoin. But again, it will consist of digital assets other than Bitcoin. So like you said the other day, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano. The purpose of the stockpile is responsible stewardship of the government's digital assets under the Treasury Department. Promises made, promises kept. President Trump promised to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve and digital asset stockpile. Those promises have been kept. The executive order underscores President Trump's commitment to making the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. I want to thank the president for his leadership and vision in supporting this cutting-edge technology and for his rapid execution in supporting the digital asset industry. His administration is truly moving at tech speed. Also want to thank President's working group on blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. In my opinion, this is very bullish because, again, even though they're saying like, hey, any taxes we take from Mr. Tiger Duck over here, we're not going to take those funds and buy crypto with it. However, taxes, like if we have a deal with the Chicken Man over here, and the Chicken Man goes in and says like, you know what, you guys are helping protect us from and let's say Chicken Man is owner of the chicken land out somewhere in the world, and it says you're giving us protection, so we're going to pay you for that. Those type of funds that come elsewhere from other than the taxpayer, those can be used to acquire additional Bitcoin or any additional stockpile reserves such as the Cardano, BNB, Solana, and Ethereum. Yeah, so there are two total. There are two ways in which it will go to the same fund. One is which they get them from the civil asset forfeiture, which I'm not gonna lie, I've had issues with that in the past. Not me personally, but other people. But Bitcoin Reserve, only Bitcoin. Government can buy more. We'll buy more, and they'll do that from other places. Like if other places want to go in, and I was gonna say if they could annex like Canada or Greenland, but then they would be U.S. taxpayers at that point. I was like, oh well, taxes from those places can go here, but again, those places are they'd be considered American taxpayers at that point. What I would really think it would come from would be, like I said before, the mineral rights from Ukraine, or if they happen to go in and sell some digital gold for it. So if they take other stuff from their balance sheet and they, like what Doge is doing, Doge is, I think they've saved like $171 billion as of right now. At the current state of what Doge is operating at, any type of funds that are saved by Doge, they are given back to the treasury for use elsewhere. But that is not at the cost of like tax. If they take that and they reallocate it to like a small amount of it to Bitcoin, that's not at the cost of the taxpayer. Or if they go on and say, hey, any new funds that are redirected from somewhere else, and we'll put it again, I think that's fine. But there are some whale games that are being played right now. So if you go and take a look at just the top 10, it's all red. Everything's down. This is for the last hour: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Cardano. I mean, nothing's down. Again, it's only been an hour, but nothing. I mean, Cardano's down 8% an hour, so that, obviously it's not great. But this is what happened the other day. You generally have things that are really bullish for crypto, and a lot of people long. Like, hey, this is great. I'll buy that. Like that Fred Flintstone episode where he's like, who are you? What's your angle? I'll buy that. And then you have a bunch of people thinking like that, like, hey, this sounds really good. I have these YouTubers that are saying, and again, it is really good, especially for the future. But in the short term, we also play those games and be like, we see your longs, we're gonna short shit out of it. And then after they do that, they liquidate the longs and then they'll send it. You saw that the other day. We were at like 99,000, went down to like 78, ripped up to 95 again, down to 8. We were down to 80. We ripped it. We were up to like 90-ish today. Now we're back down to 85. We were down to 85. Actually, we were down to 84.9. Back to 85.7 now. So it might have just been a flash thing. And then after that flash thing, it might come back. That could be the low. Who knows? We'll see. It could be some more blood this weekend. And then on Monday, have it all ramp up. Ideally, you'd want to buy before all these other countries do. Again, this is just one part of what I assume is going to be a much longer plan to acquire more Bitcoin. Anywho, let's go through the rest of this news here. Let's see how stuff is being done. Ecomi CEO talks OMI. All right, so he's done this a couple of times. I've taken so many screenshots of this. Let's go over to David Yu and see what he's been saying. So I remember at some point last year, I was like, hey, maybe it was even 23. I was like, Hillary Clinton couldn't say law and order. It seems like David Yu will refuse to speak the words OMI, will refuse to speak the word OMI. And then he did it like twice in 24 hours. Let's go back to just yesterday. You have Ecomi posting Immutable X to base OMI bridge is live. Migrating your OMI just got easier. No more long waits or multiple gas fees. Bridge directly to base in minutes and get ready for what's next. Why migrate? There's faster transactions. There's lower costs. There's access to OMI rewards and future utility. And David had retweeted that or requoted it saying, the Immutable X to base OMI bridge is live with one-click migration from VeVe web wallet to Stacker wallet with sponsored gas fees, allowing users to earn daily and seasonal OMI rewards. So I cannot recall a time where David has said the word OMI in recent history. And then he does it twice in one tweet with the O over there, with the little red O. And then he does it again. So let's also, obviously, we do this every night, but just because it's still fresh in our brains, David Yu had requoted Metaverse Life on the passing of Kevin Lauder saying, one of the most cheerful, charismatic, and kind-hearted person I've ever met. He was always smiling, always bringing the best of himself, and his energy was truly infectious. We've lost a beloved member of our VeVe fam, but his spirit will forever be a part of our community. Rest in peace, Kevin. You'll be deeply missed. We'll definitely be missing him. It was very nice of David to say that. And I'm just going over his tweets right now. This just happened to be one of them. He retweets VeVe's major burn announcement that they had. He's been retweeting a lot of different people for their amazing creations over in the space. Prita being one of them. The VeVe France over there. The Mark Brooks 1-of-1 as well. That 1-of-1 looks incredible. The 1-of-1s have been straight fire lately. In his replies, he's also been posting about OMI burns. Let me go to the first appearance. Brett Fonchi said, "Did I just build the first VeVeVerse skate park?" I don't know how he made. I guess he had to import that. VeVeVerse skate park. David said that's the first appearance. Like, oh, that's really cool. But David had commented. He got back to a couple of people. A couple of people were asking. So VeVe Viral said, "This is awesome. Will we eventually have the option to buy non-branded furniture for OMI and burn that OMI?" And David just responds with the fire, as in burning, and then the O for the OMI. So I'm going to take that as a yes. I'm going to take that. When do we get that? I don't know. I don't think it'll be this quarter. There's like 3 weeks left in this quarter. Could be Q2, could be Q3, but I guarantee before the end of the year we do have something like that. Shout out to David. Speaking of CEOs here, Ben Rose has said a couple things as well. He will be on the podcast a week from tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a week from now, plus 49 minutes, he'll be on here. I'll be taking some questions through the week. If anyone says, and remember that episode of Family Guy where they're like, "Hey, we had a contest, and people would write in their ideas for episodes. Most of them are god awful, but we made cartoons out of 3 of them." I'll probably do that with questions if people want to go and just put it in like hashtag questions for Ben, whatever it is, and the good, like 2 or 3 of the good ones I'll take. I don't know how long I'll have him for. I'd love to have him on for 3 hours, but if he can only be on for an hour, that's fine as well. What else we got? I'll be in the Sharby. I'll have Sharby on the stream tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to just kind of break down our new show. Our first guest will be on Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Carl Choi, the owner of 247 Comics, will be on the podcast tomorrow night, because tomorrow we have Zero Ghost issue number 2. That is going to come out. I actually did not read Zero Ghost number 1. So I have to do that. But he's got a new comic coming out tomorrow. We're going to go over that. So I'll read the first one tonight, and I'll read the issue number 2 tomorrow when it comes out. There's not a ton of those. There's only 2,000 editions, and I don't know how many are being held. Actually, we could do it right now. 1120 plus 3. Okay, 1420, 1480, 1580, 1660. Be 17. Yeah. Sorry. 1732. So there's 1,732 left out of that 2,000. I'll probably just get that from the. I don't want to. Yeah, I'll get it from the store. I'll support my man. He's not my man. Anyway, that's just the schedules for the upcoming events here in the short-term future. And then we'll do I was on a space the other day. A guy named Bausa. Actually, I have who is here. It is a guy named Paul Poplitz, owner of the Pupils NFT. I don't know what Pupils is, but I do know this guy, Pauly Pupils. It was his space, and if anyone remembers old school like VeVe spaces, it was just a collaboration of ideas, of people networking. It reminded me of an old school VeVe space where there's alpha, there's a lot of, hey, here's what we all know. What's your interpretation of it? And obviously the community building that VeVe is doing right now, there's a sponsored space going on right now. There's sponsored spaces every night. They are getting that bread. And they're community builders. It's a lot of fun. You get to see what's going on in the VeVeVerse. You get to hang. You get to listen to music. I enjoy going to them when I can. The Polypupil space that was on the other day, they were talking about what are NFTs going to be like in 10 years. I unfortunately was not there for like the first 45 minutes. Somebody sent it to me like, "Hey, bro, you got to hop in here real quick. Go represent VeVe." I was like, "Okay." So I did, and uh, it wasn't a. Does anyone remember Cutco knives? Where I feel like everyone had this job in high school where you got to sell knives, families, friends, et cetera, et cetera. And there was this like group of people that be like, "Oh yeah, I heard that was like a scam. Like I heard about that." And then you have other people that are like, I've heard about it, but I don't really know what it is. Can you tell me? And I guarantee you guys will probably recognize that. And that could be with anything. It could be with like Amway. It could be with it could be with any type of company that maybe has one or two stories of it not being good, but a fair amount of stories of it just a legitimate business. Um, I feel like when people talk about like NFTs, or especially VeVe, like, yeah, I heard about VeVe, they're not really interoperable, or I heard about these NFTs, they're not good for the environment. I heard NFTs are scams. And that's one type of people, and you could picture what they look like. And then go to another type of person that says, I've heard about them, I don't really know about the technology. The people that go on and say, I've heard about them, but I don't know what they are, and they ask to explain, that are looking to learn, those are generally the more intelligent people. And this space had like all of that. The people like, yeah, I've heard about VeVe, or like I had it like years ago, what's been going on with it? They know how to drown out the FUD. They knew how to drown out the gist from the that's going on in spaces, going on a lot of these live streams all the time. It was really refreshing, and they like, and half the people there are like, oh no, I don't really know what VeVe is, and they're like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, and the fact that they had these reactions to first Spider-Man on the blockchain, and again, I think my interpretation helped with that, but they go on every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think it would be really cool. So I'm invited next week. I'll be a speaker from the beginning. But what I think would be really awesome is if next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is a non-VeVe space, and I loved it when Ben did this when he first started. He would go out to other spaces and be like, "Hey, I'm the CEO of VeVe. This is what we're doing here," and I love that. I loved every minute of that. Now, obviously, Ben can't do that all the time because he has to run the freaking company. But I think it like that phrase "work for your bags." It would probably behoove us, like if they have their affiliate marketing that they're doing, and they're doing it pretty well. I guarantee the space right now probably has, I don't know, who's doing it? Is it Emoji that's doing it? I think Emoji is doing it. Let's take a look. Yeah, Emoji's doing it right now, and they've got 175 people here. They started about an hour 20 ago, and that's great for people that love VeVe. But for other people that love the technology and love NFTs, it would be fantastic if we got a bunch of VeVe peeps in that space and be like, oh, like remember in Rush Hour 2 when they're looking for Ricky Tan and they go to this massage parlor and Chris Tucker's just like, oh, I'll slap your ass around, and then he turns around and suddenly there's like 15 Asians that are ready to kick his butt, and then Chris Tucker goes to Jackie Chan and's like, Jackie, why didn't you tell me this man rose up like this? I want to go into that space with like 30 other VeVe peeps with VeVe in their names or O's in their names, and I'll be like, hey, I brought the party. We do that at DesignerCon. We do that at New York and San Diego Comic-Con. It's a very effective marketing tool. And I think I'll obviously talk about that more as the week goes on and as we come up to that, and I'll probably talk to the team about it. But that's something I'd really like to do as well. Anyway, we've got 19 minutes. I haven't really talked about any news. I'm so sorry. Bill Gardner says second. Croner says 69. Nice. Omicron says, "What's up, all you cool cats and kittens?" Is that a Carol Baskin quote? I I have never. I haven't heard that reference in like 5 years. Carol Baskin. She killed her husband. She whacked him. Don't tell me it didn't happen, man. You are you are going in and opening up like my third eye over here. You're giving me that unlocking that core memory. Jay Tor says, yo, keep stacking those DeLoreans. Keep stacking that bread. Dude, I got to take a picture of this. This is hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. VeVe Ben, thanks for being a member, saying happy Friday. Happy Friday. And yeah, two clearly totally different things. One Bitcoin reserve, one Bitcoin government can buy more. I think they'll buy more as well. What's up, Omar? Good evening. Digital asset stockpile. We'll have like Hannah Montana in 2006. We will get the best of both worlds. 06, 07. I don't know when that came out. I gotta Google that now. Hannah Montana came out in 06. Yeah, I was right. Huzzah. Let's get to what else we got to go over. Let's get to DEVVE. So DEVVE not doing great on the day, down about 6.5%. It's been a weird range. Like, so it was at 94 cents on the 3rd, 65 cents on the 4th, 84.5 cents yesterday, 74.5 cents now. So it's pretty volatile, and the longer you go, like if we stretch it down to a few weeks ago on the 22nd, we were at like $1.04, and then on like the 27th, 28th, we were down to 60 cents. So it's pretty volatile. But this is with really no news. They are going to announce something next week. Actually, let's go to DEVVE's. They had an announcement. It's a small announcement today. That's the DEVVE exchange. Did not mean to do that. All right, DEVVE ecosystem. So 10 hours ago, they posted redefining sustainability with blockchain, powering transparency, impact measurement, and real-world green innovation. This is tech for a better planet. And then you had Mario Nawfal. Mario Nawfal is one of the most influential people like on the planet, has 2.1 million followers. People listen to what he says. Partnership. Live streaming is exploding, but streamers are barely able to monetize their efforts. And streaming platforms are walled gardens, making it impossible to build products on top of it. This is what got me excited about Taunt Coin, a suite of on-chain gaming tools and interactive experiences that turn any live stream into a GameFi or SocialFi experience. Developers using Taunt AI will benefit from the new monetization opportunities. Content creators gain diversified revenue and deeper audience engagement, and viewers enjoy an interactive, rewarding experience, which is a win-win-win. Gaming flourished by integrating Web3 features such as smart contracts, decentralized ownership of digital assets, and tokenized incentives. Taunt AI does the same for live streamers and their viewers. Disclaimer: we do not provide financial or investment advice of any kind. We've been compensated for this post. Always do your own research, as cryptocurrency prices can be extremely volatile. And now, why did I read that? Well, what are some of the quote tweets or the requotes of that? It's DEVVE saying, big announcement for Taunt. Don't forget, DEVVE Launchpad is the place to be for this exciting project. You pledge from on the google.com/forums that they have over there on the tweet. They also stake your DEVVE, and you can get free vested Taunt tokens in your DEVVE drop program. Full details, you can go on to the Medium article that they post on there. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really exciting. And just anything more good news for DEVVE is what I'm about. They have, I don't know if I could say that. They have multiple announcements over the next several weeks/months. I don't know when the big reveal is going to be. I don't know what that reveal is, although we can all probably guess. I don't know. But even if we do guess correctly, we have no idea what type of partnership that thing could be. I am betting that it will be big, and a partnership of anything like that's going to use the DEVVE blockchain and get eyes on it. And again, DEVVE has less than 10,000 holders, 9,920 holders. Like, that is so stupid cheap, and the market cap is 65 million. This should be billions of dollars. Like I said, any new money I have that is going to go into a little bit of DEVVE, maybe a little bit of OMI as well, because the price is so low. Despite David going on again, a lot of bullishness happening, but OMI's down 9% today. You had the VeVeVerse come out, and it let's take a look at something here. This had happened today. Sergio Rodriguez posts screenshots from Meta's metaverse and the VeVeVerse. Can you guess which one cost 46 billion and which one didn't? So here is Meta's metaverse. I'm getting real big uncanny valley from him over there. And I think 46 billion is wrong because they're spending at like 25 billion per year. And then, so I just showed you that. Let's give you a taste of what the VeVeVerse looks like. Girl, what? That looks so freaking good. Like that just looks incredible. We'll go in and we'll take another. This is a post that David actually retweeted as well. And you just have all of the IP, all of your characters in there. You have Deadpool, you have Hulk, you have some of the Tokidoki drowning. They have Tokidoki's drowning. VeVe's just looks better. Just bar none. There's I don't want to say there's no comparison. Let's do a side by side. I mean, if you're gonna ask me just based on looks, and I don't necessarily care what something looks like. I love all of these old school retro games. Legend of Zelda, that's a Paper Mario, Yoshi, Kirby, Donkey Kong, Pokemon. None of these had like insane graphics. Again, it's Nintendo. It's not like PlayStation, not Xbox. I am not one that really cares for graphics as long as the gameplay is good. But if you go on but people do though, and they say like, hey, do I want to look at something that looks like Flash animation, claymation, give me Uncanny Valley, or do I want? God, that Carnage looks so freaking cool. Again, that's obviously just one aspect of it. There are multiple aspects. It's multifaceted, but yeah. So you have VeVeVerse come out. You have these incredible creations. You have the CEO. You have David that has not mentioned the word OMI in years, and he mentioned it twice in one tweet. Pretty much confirmed burns, making this a metaverse token. This is exactly the type of thing that I would look for in the Pokemon industry. They'd be like, hey, we have all of this good news for X amount of Pokemon, whatever it is. It's stock. It doesn't have in Pokemon. It could be stocks, it could be crypto. None of this good news is priced in. Absolutely none of it. We had what is that? The court case end in December. The ruling, we have no idea when that's going to be, but it's been a couple of months now, so I can't see that taking like another 6 months. Hoping we'll get the ruling before the first half of the year. I with so much stuff rolling out, and again, this is why you have to wait for narratives to hit, because all of this bullish news and the price is down 8% today. I would take a wager that when people start to recognize what OMI is or what VeVe is, and they say like you only have a $70 million market cap, and VeVe and OMI have done a lot more than Sandbox is Sand, Decentraland's Mana, Axie Infinity. Well, Axie Infinity has a legit game. It's not fun to play, but it at least has that. They all have market caps like 8 to 12 times greater than OMI. Just off of that, OMI should do like a 10x. Not including all the stuff that they have with IP, not including the revenue. Like the revenues are freaking insane. The usership is insane. Just being the same as them, which they're not, they should be at 10x from here. But the amount of revenues they have, the amount of daily and monthly active users just dwarfs every other one of them. So I'd say another 10x on top of that, which is how I get to 100x. I was like, well, Chavez, I thought you said 3 to 5 cents. 100x from here is only 2.6 cents. Okay, you got me. We only do 100x. I think that's probably fine. Obviously, again, none of this is financial advice. Definity had a little bit of buy volume the last like 2 hours, but we're still at 2 cents. We're just under 2.1. We had $1,100 in volume, which is disgusting. But as much revenue as VeVe's making with 100 employees, how much money is DEFINITY making? I don't know. It's a lie. I do. But it's oh god, this is so stupid. This OMI at one thing at $70 million market cap, sure. DEFINITY though at $3.2 million market cap is disgustingly. I cannot wait to have like 8% of the supply. I mean, my network already does, but I cannot wait to myself when DEVVE goes up and OMI goes up. I'm just going to be stacking insane amounts of DEFINITY, and I will 10x the market cap myself. You heard that correct. I will 10x the market cap of DEFINITY myself if in 6 months the price is still down here. Now, obviously, in 6 months, I expect DEVVE to go up, and I expect OMI to go up as well. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe they don't. Maybe DEFINITY runs first, and then you know what? I missed. I mean, I still have a decent amount of DEFINITY, but yeah, that's stupid. That's I can't wait. Anyway, 1100. Let's see if DACAT beat that today. DACAT down about 3.5%, and they are 1400. You have more volume for DACAT. Thank you. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. More volume for DACAT, a meme coin. Now, granted, I'm pumping the crap out of it. Then you do DEFINITY, that its revenues are insane. That's wild. And at some point, DEFINITY will turn on the marketing. They'll spend some money and they'll be like, yeah, okay, this is what we're doing. And they'll get out in front of people's faces, and their market cap will 100x. Like probably several 100x. DEFINITY is one of those things I think can do 1000x. DACAT, obviously, again, little bits of my DEVVE profits, OMI profits, and a bunch of my DEFINITY profits are going to go to DACAT. I do want 10% of that supply for a long time. I'll get that before the end of the year, or I'll move Mountain Shrine, and I'll send that market cap. It'll go crazy. We have news from Watcher Guru saying that a quarter billion has been liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 60 minutes. That was 15 minutes ago. Oh, it's kind of a bit. Okay, we had like that reverse spike. Wick down to, what is this? 84.9, and now we're 87.1. So maybe that was it. Maybe it was just a flash crash. Maybe it was just the, anyway. MK Ultra Instinct saying OMI has to be the worst project ever entered the crypto space. I mean, really, what an absolute bro. Like that is not helpful at all. And at the same time, you're wrong. So we're gonna ban you there. Now, the digital asset stockpile will not acquire for more. This will get seized other than Bitcoin. Okay, so maybe there is two. They can add to the. Okay, they could have two. That could be fine. JKRB, thanks for being a member. Give me those thumbs up, my man. How's it going? Meow, meow. We should get to the news here. I went over DEVVE, DEFINITY, DACAT. Went over OMI. Okay, yeah. Let's go. It's been a couple of days here, right? Because I had the OMI Homie show on Tuesday, and then Non-Fungible Wonderfuls on yesterday. Freaking love that man. So we're gonna have to go to Monday, and we have a lot of stuff to go over. This is gonna be like I said, another like 2-hour, freaking 2.5-hour podcast here. VeVe keeps dropping those. I mean, they've dropped like 12 videos in one day, and they keep resharing them. Be like, oh, hey, VeVeVerse is here. How do you go out and change the graphic quality? So it's good that they're doing that. DACAT keeps winning these Memezilla competitions every single day. Shout out to them. Maybe that's why we have more volume than DEFINITY today. Oh, Chaos on the Chains. Got it. Shout out to them. They will be in the DACAT comic. They do not officially sponsor the channel yet, but we are working to a deal where I can. Obviously, I love gaming, and I know when something's undervalued. There's no token for this yet, but even Chaos on the Chains, a screenshot of their gameplay looks better than Meta's. Like this is giving me like Simpsons Road Rage vibe, which I loved. Anyone that's played that knows that it's such a fun game. But this is giving me Simpsons Road Rage vibe with the graphs. It looks good. It looks fun. I can't wait to learn more about these characters. And again, y'all will see one of the characters in the what do you call it? In the DACAT comic, and I can't wait. That character is going to be one of everyone's favorites because it's a pretty good character. Goldman Sachs CEO says there's a very small chance the U.S. economy goes into recession. Fair point. Senator Cynthia Lummis says that there will be no taxpayer money spent on purchasing crypto reserve, that they would be converting gold. We'll see. Converting gold would be great. Cynthia Lummis, shout out to her. Ooh, I gotta. Okay. Welcome. Coinbase had posted the other day, this quarter we welcomed 5 new entrants to the Coinbase 50 index, or Coin 50. They were Aerodrome Fi, Aptos, Compound Finance, Pepe Coin ETH, and Dogwoof Coin. Whenever they do something like this, everybody should go in and be like, when OMI? Hey, what about OMI? Hey, have you heard about OMI? Like, I think that would be really good for us as well. Vivek Ramaswamy says, put every public expenditure, state, county, municipality on the blockchain. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Preach. Get all that on there. So on Monday, $1 trillion was 100 million. No, I'm sorry. $1 billion liquidated from the cryptocurrency market. I don't know what was liquidated from the stock market today, but it was a freaking lot. Let's go to Yahoo Finance here. And let's see. Was that today? Maybe that was yesterday, because today, oh, that's the futures. Hang on. I'm tripping. No, actually, maybe that was yesterday. I think like $1 trillion. Oh, no, Tesla was down $15 today, 5.5%. Damn, how much lower can they go? $847 billion market cap. Still not bad. Let's check FANG. We'll go to Meta here. And that was down 4.5% today. Let's do Apple. I always misspell Apple. That wasn't down much. That was down like 0.1%. So it's pretty negligible. Let's do Amazon. Down 3.5%. Let's do Netflix. Down 8%. Okay, yeah, a bunch of this stuff. And then let's do the Google. Down less than 1%. Pretty negligible. But yeah, it's not a great time for certain markets. We have Jan collecting in collaboration with the VeVeVerse, and in anticipated of more people becoming aware of VeVeVerse, I made a video that, in my opinion, gives good overview of what VeVe Official is. David, you had retweeted that saying that you are the reason we are so special. Hashtag VeVeFam. I'm Groot says I'm nuked. Yo, what up? Meow meow. Somebody named the Holy Blue Peanut says, at first I gazed upon the child. All I could utter was one single word, meow. Randy Chavez, 5127. All right, respect. I don't know if that peanut's supposed to be me. I don't know what type of hair that is made out of, but good times. Anyway, Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas, with a net worth of $5.8 billion, allocates 70% of his portfolio to Bitcoin. Jesus, man. That's so much. Gonna make a lot. Ricardo Salinas, like, did he do that already? Let's do this. Yeah, reports 70% Bitcoin allocation. My God. What a beast. What an absolute gangster. Oh my God, that is good for him. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says we're set on bringing interest rates down. Praise the Lord, please. DEVVE Digital is redefining digital asset trading, introducing DEVVE Exchange, the first non-custodial instant settlement exchange built for security, efficiency, and compliance. No custody risk. You always control your assets. Instant T+0 settlement, so there's no counterparty risk. Regulatory first approach, which is built for institutions and retail. And DEVVE protects security, recourse for stolen and lost assets. The future of finance starts here. DEVVE ecosystem says big things coming. DEVVE exchange says instant settlement. Took you longer to read this post than it takes to complete a transaction on our upcoming DEVVE exchange. No delays, no counterparty risks, more liquidity. What do we got here? I saw this post. I kind of went over that the other day. Yeah, it's crap. BlackRock says if every millionaire in the US asked their financial advisor to get them 1 Bitcoin, there wouldn't be enough. And that's just in America. That's just the millionaires. That's not including the people that have between 500,000 and 999,000, and then the people that have between 100,000 and 500,000. And again, you have that billionaire that's allocating 70% of his net worth to Bitcoin. Crazy. There is having an issue. Coinbase Wallet was having an issue the other day where it was showing the balance of people's base tokens, or it wasn't showing the balance of people's base tokens. That was fixed. Crypto czars David Sachs says the White House is supporting the congressional effort to rescind the so-called broker DeFi rule. Oh, we have the top 500 VeVe hodlers as well. Okay, so we'll do the top 500 VeVe sellers. You have Harris Ryan that sold 61 collectibles. You have Dodo 83, which sold 83 collectibles. And you have Graz, which sold 119 collectibles this past week. So this was over, let's say 140, 250. So it's like 260 collectibles between the three of them that were sold. And these are the top sellers of the top 500. Now, the top buyers, Macroot Zero bought 443. It was like a couple hundred more than the top 3 sellers combined. You have Mr. Rolex that bought 449 collectibles. And Dr. Fuse, which purchased 1,262 collectibles. Dr. Fuse is buying at least 1,000 collectibles every week. He's at over 38,000 collectibles right now. He is about, oh damn, he's close, bro. He's close. He's like 26,000 away. And before the end of this year, although Bezosman is starting to pick up again too. Now, granted, he wasn't in the top 3, at least the top 3 purchasers, but he was. He purchased 341 collectibles. So that is going to be harder for Dr. Fuse to catch him if Bezosman starts buying again. Again, he purchased 341. Expert 44 bought 328. We'll look at big numbers here. WC3NTE bought 131 collectibles. Detective Kunkun bought 177. Atomic Z06 bought 117. Professor Chaos bought 202. Nice, Professor Chaos, very nice. Montreal Reactor bought 125. Coops bought 153. Eno bought 191. This could go on forever. I'm not going to do this anymore. That was just so much. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says investors should buy if there's a big dip. Preach, man. Preach. What's up, JKRB? How's it going, fam? Ari Mouse says when people understand the 2 different funds, things will turn around fast. I think a lot of people do understand it now. It's just the big whales were having a big liquidate the longs party, which it seems to be. That was pretty short-lived. White House invites Michael Saylor to the crypto summit in Washington this Friday. Cool. President Trump issues a warning to Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau. Please explain to Governor Trudeau of Canada that when he puts on a retaliatory tariff on the U.S., our reciprocal tariff will immediately increase by a like amount. God damn. Savage. VeVe says thank you to all of the beta testers who shared their amazing creations. We love each and every one of them. Congrats to the winners. The winners based upon our likes last time were Casual the Voice, Captain Ara84, and STR8, so straight SMF, who placed 3rd. The US and Ukraine are going to sign that I think they signed that minerals deal. Binance founder warns more countries will start stacking Bitcoin like the US. Global FOMO has begun. Yuga Labs says after 3+ years, the SEC has officially closed its investigation into Yuga Labs. This is a huge win for NFTs and all creators pushing our ecosystem forward. NFTs are not securities. Let's go, VeVe. Let's go. Oh, my friend. Oh, this is sorry. I had a memory with someone. Anyway, special some pony. We have Dom_Quack saying something not a lot are talking about is that the U.S. Strategic Crypto Reserve is also, in large part, about supporting American innovation. This is why the top US-made cryptos were chosen, not just Bitcoin. Regardless of your bags, it's undeniable that Ripple, Cardano, and Solana are some of the biggest US innovation success stories, and millions of Americans have invested in them. It's not about choosing Bitcoin over everything else. It's about choosing to support US innovation. Wait till this guy gets a load of DEVVE. I gotta shoot him a message. He's a friend. VeVe going to say, hey, VeVeVerse is here. Check out our next VeVeVerse tutorial, how to transform content basic. We have the Bitcoin office saying El Salvador buys another Bitcoin for the strategic reserve, and Nayib Bukele says this all stops in April. This all stops in June. This all stops in September. All these are in quotation saying no, it's not stopping. If it didn't stop when the world ostracized us and most Bitcoiners abandoned us, it won't stop now, and it won't stop in the future. Proof of work is greater than proof of whining. Preach, man. Preach. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele says the country will not stop purchasing Bitcoin for its strategic reserve. Smart man. Smart man. That's a meme I can't show. DEVVE posting again. DEVVE ongoing posting and saying, influencers, this is big. DEVVE Exchange is about to drop a two-part referral scheme like nothing crypto has seen before. Build your team and earn from all referrals. Innovative opportunities including liquidity pool referrals and more. Partner with major TradFi name, self-custody and TPA zero settlement, crypto and digitalized traditional assets, personal listing manager on the exchange, and exclusive discounts and benefits. 300 plus influencers are already in. Don't miss out now. Applications after May 1st, 2025 will receive a lower ongoing referral rate, become an early supporter, and maximize the rewards. I wonder if that means they'll have an announcement before May 1st. Maybe. We'll see. We have Oliver G saying, are these leads limited to large-scale real-world asset projects? I have some properties in South Asia, particularly a condo in Niseko, Japan, which we're looking to tokenize, ready to go, actively seeking a good project to use, but it's harder than it seems when needs are specific. Is this lead too small to be considered? The properties are already owned and built and revenue generating, good yield. I think they would be very attractive and look presentable on a marketplace. Tom says, I appreciate your post. Heard my message in the other group to be sure. Really appreciative of all your support over time. In terms of projects, I wouldn't say a project has to be massive, but it needs to fit within our main strategy. One of our main focuses, and this is the primary driver early for me, is finding other asset classes people can transfer funds to outside of crypto. I like the idea of making an ecosystem more and more valuable, where there's no need to on-ramp and off-ramp. Real-world assets for us, in the beginning, create value for the ecosystem and avoid the on and off-ramp challenges. In that sense, it is a good fit. Small one-off properties might be too small, but perhaps can have them be part of a slightly larger effort. I don't know the regulations of that jurisdiction either, but they're playing. They're ready to get that bread. Our Blue's given a common L over here, saying that Trump has destroyed the crypto market. The bull run is over. See you in another 4 years. Something tells me he's not going to make it. Energy, what's going on, friend? How's it going? Meow. Curtis Cooper says, Randy. Yo, what up, Kurt? Meow. Dr. Strange. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case, loving you. Several of the cats says, Randy, let's go. DACAT in the house. Visit DACATlinktree.com. Get yourself into the Telegram. Grab yourself a bag. Links down below for the contract address. Link down below for the DACAT Telegram, Twitter, all that jazz. Let's move on. Trump administration proposes selling 443 federal properties, including FBI and Department of Justice headquarters. Slash it. Tether appoints new CFO to drive full audit, reinforcing transparency focus. Kraken says the SEC agrees to drop lawsuits against crypto exchanges. SEC Crypto Task Force to host a roundtable on security status on March 21st. And the SEC moves to drop lawsuit against Cumberland DRW, marking latest crypto probe dissolve under the Trump administration. Bitcoin stuff. U.S. Secretary of Commerce says that Trump may roll back tariffs on Canada and Mexico tomorrow. That was over on Tuesday. I'm still on Tuesday. Look at these memes at war. And look at DACAT over there. Oh, yeah, DACAT's a character in memes at war. Gotta love that. We are trying our very best to make DACAT go to the moon. Rumor, Trump expected to announce 0% capital gains tax on U.S. crypto held for 1 year plus at Friday's White House summit. Massive if true. We're not sure yet. VeVe posts new featured same day as print Marvel Comics HQ releasing this week on VeVe Comics. Which comics are you looking forward to the most? I don't know. Which ones are you looking forward to the most? I typically don't get too many of the new ones. The Doom ones I had were pretty good. Speaking of which, have you guys seen Daredevil Born Again? Oh my God, that was no spoilers. I won't spoil it, but at first I was just like, let's go, and then I was like, I can't even. I'm not going to talk about it because it's so new. Probably nobody's seen it yet, but it's Crypto czar David Sachs says the U.S. will not sell any Bitcoin deposited in the reserve. It will be kept as a store of value. Reserve is like a digital Fort Knox for cryptocurrency, often called digital. Okay, that was literally like an hour. Why is Watcher Guru posting that right now? Come on, Watcher Guru, get your stuff together, man. Omicron says you definitely got the reference, bro. And Chavez's reaction was priceless. Oh yeah, what's up, cool cats and kittens, and Ben Rose being we're gonna say like Uncle Ben's over there. Yeah, Carol Baskin. What is this? A crossover episode? This is great. Let me give him a laugh react over there. Shout out to Ben for always supporting everybody's creations. Speaking of supporting, what I want to ask y'all to do is if y'all can smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. Not free ways of Patreon. Smash the super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. I also saw this movie Frequency yesterday. First like 15 minutes are but it's like this dad and son are like connected by this like ham radio, and it was like worth the watch. Was it worth the $4 to buy? No, but am I glad I saw it? Yeah. Anyway, PSA from Brock McBreadcat saying all unsold items from both Fisha Sippy drops have been burnt and supplies updated within VeVe. So out of the 1,230 collectibles that he had for the Fisha Sippy drop, 754 of them were burnt. Heckin' wild. So there's less than 500 of these across. So whoever has them, you got a 1 of 500. Kind of similar to the VeVe Gold logo. What we got here? We got the cat is everywhere. Breach. Bill Gardner saying Ernie, epic times. It is. Bill Gardner says, "What up, fam? Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. What up, Curtis Cooper? Meow." Okay. Watcher Guru says, just in, IRS drafts plans to fire half of its 90,000 person staff. Let's go. The top FBI official in New York retires under pressure because they dropped the ball on those Epstein files. Like I said, Ben is coming on the podcast next week. Oh, I have to re-screenshot that. President Trump wants to make interest on auto loans tax deductible, provided the cars are made in the U.S. Sounds reasonable. I'll take that. Trump says for every new rule, 10 must go. I remember last time in 2016, 2017, that era is like for every new rule, 2 must go, but now 10 must go. Because I've directed that for every 1 regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did on my very successful first day. In my first term, we set records for cutting unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president before. And now all federal workers must return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job. My God, he's getting that bread. My God. Bitcoin back to 8. So yeah, that was a nice little flash crash they pulled. Yeah, that really went down it went from 90 to 84.9 back to 88.2. They know how to liquidate people, man. They know how to liquidate people. And we'll see where this ends. At some point, Bitcoin will send again. Where? I don't know, but we'll see. Scott Pressler, who was instrumental in getting Trump votes in Pennsylvania, says our government is so ridiculous. I spent $8 million on making transgender mice. Thankfully, Doge and Elon Musk have already saved us now $171 billion. But why did every other president allow for these scams? So be advised that particular one, what they were doing is it was a type of research for tumor growth, cancer research. It was something along those lines. It wasn't just making mice transgender. Like there was a reason behind it. I forget what it was, but obviously, again, this is how both the right and the left sensationalize stuff. Can't go with that. Florida's upcoming governor said that he wants to add Bitcoin to their state's portfolio. It's coming. Let's get that bread. This is, I don't know who this is even from. Saying it's not hard to find where money in the US goes. Not hard to find out what Trump is saying is true. I recently had ChatGPT do a deep search on me, read the entire omnibus bill, and then itemized it. I had to specifically focus on money that was going outside of the government. Then I had to cross-reference contracts. It sourced all the information. So these paddles members of Congress holding up are a lie. Everyone should be mad at them knowingly lying and assuming we are all too stupid to see it. Agreed. Who is this? Okay, so we had Superstar Money. Let's see if I can go to this actual quote here. Let's go to Superstar Money. Is that all one word? It is. Okay. Superstar Money had posted a video the other day saying the VeVeVerse is broken. A little bit of clickbait there. Kind of what they usually do. Anyway, you have is it Ben Rose? No, it's VeVe that has said, thanks for your video. We're working as quickly as possible to bring all digital collectibles into the VeVeVerse. The process involves integrating and optimizing each asset. And with a huge volume of collectibles in our ecosystem, this process requires time. A solution users have found is to log out and back in or to reinstall to see their collectible. Please try and let us know if this works for you. We are fully committed to ensuring that all collectibles are available within the VeVeVerse. While we make this happen, we also encourage you to explore and build your spaces. Thank you once again for sharing your feedback. Who wrote that? Because that is like a perfect response. Good for them. Anyway, let's move on here. Saying Trump says 21 million poured in. I don't really need to go over that. Do I? No, I don't need to. All right, did you see the Tucker interview with SBF? I saw clips of it. I will never feel sorry for SBF. Fuck that guy. I know he said that Diddy's being really nice to him. I wish Diddy would not be nice to him. That dude legit stole billions from people. Zero sympathy for whatever happens to him. Diddy, you go have your way with that man. Or he says there's a huge announcement. People will figure this out in a few days. Other large entities and countries will tomorrow. Agreed, sir. Agreed. There was this viral TikTok, and my friend Stephanie's like caught in the middle here. There was this one girl named Stephanie Lovins, not Stephanie Hill, my friend. Stephanie Lovins went to some restaurant, and when she paid the bill for the tip, she just wrote, "I hope you're one of the people that Trump deports." Pretty racist. Like if I were waiting on someone and someone gave that to me as a tip, I just have to laugh. Like that's great. Anyway, either way though, pretty racist. So people on TikTok were Googling or they were searching Stephanie Century 21, and my friend Stephanie, who works at Century 21, has been like getting all this flack. Her videos are going viral because she works for them. She's a realtor, and yeah. So this is the Stephanie Lovins realtor. This is like the supposed racist person that yeah, she hecked up. And this is, hold on, where is Stephanie? Did I put it Hill? Did I put her? She's under my podcast. Okay. Randy Chavez Stephanie? Maybe that's the No, I keep getting someone. I keep getting my cousin for this. Anyway, long story short, she's been on the podcast before. It's a realtor, and it's just not her. I just thought that was a funny yeah. Shoot. Sorry. I just thought that was funny. All right, let me get out of here. Senator Cynthia Loomis says the U.S. is becoming the Bitcoin and digital asset capital of the world. America is so back. Gotta love that. Ben Rose has just tweeted the VeVe fam are living in a material world, saying there's new decorative materials added to the VeVeVerse, which I thought were really cool. I think Mr. Ben Rose, is that a Madonna reference for Material Girl? I think it is. I think it is. They think I'm Stephanie Lovins. I'm talking about it on stream right now. Ha ha ha. Oh, I could just show you her Facebook page. I don't need to step. Yeah, so obviously this person is not like, again, Hill versus Lovins, completely different. Thought that was wild. Anyway, let's move on. Over Trump tax cuts for everyone. The next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there, and they're waiting for you to vote. I'm sure that the people on my right, not the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise, I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. Nah, go that. Trump says we'll take in trillions and create jobs like never before. I did it with China and others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there's so much money. We've been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth. We will not let that happen any longer. Things are looking real good for America. Real heckin' good. $5 million path to citizenship for the world's best job creators, which goes on sale very, very soon for $5 million. We will allow the most successful job creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated. And these people will have to pay taxes in our country, not where they come from. Music to my ears. Now, all we need to do is we'll OMI go up. Fanny Carbonell will come in, create an acting school, and that's how we'll get her in here. Ending that. Auto industry. We're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over. Deals are being made. It's a combination of the election win and tariffs. Spoke to the majors today. They're so excited. Honda just announced a massive new plant in Indiana, one of the largest in the world. Get that bread. Pro the Doge is apparently attending the White House Digital Assets Summit on Friday, and President Trump invited him, which is heckin' nuts. I gotta call him. Let's see where he's. That was a couple days ago. Please don't be a giant failed Bitcoin Reserve. I'm trying to find the original one, the original post by him. Taco Bell is launching a new Baja Midnight flavor. All right. Is that going to be like grape? I don't like grape. Celeb say, okay. I can't. Yeah, so Pro the Doge, that got like 50,000 impressions. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Love my man. Incredibly busy. Oh, I have to email this guy back. VeVeVerse launches here. Take your skills to the next level with the latest VeVeVerse tutorial. How to transform content. Advanced. Oh, that was really nice. China warns that if war is what the U.S. wants, it'll be a tariff war, a trade war, any other type of war. We're ready to fight till the end. Good luck with that, guys. Do a cure. Right here. Not here. Yeah, no, it's fine. Bitcoin to be treated differently from altcoins in the U.S. crypto reserve. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're having the two. What was that called? Two different funds. Bitcoin will be treated differently. Oh, so they fixed. They have an update. First off, Mbaku forever. Love him. Second, now the default listing for listings is the cheapest price. Praise the Lord. They heard us. We complained about it long enough. Thank God. Thank heckin' Lordy. Oh, if anyone wants to buy any more OMI, there's a buddy of mine that's selling, and it's this guy named Sniper J Dubs, and he's like, hey, I'm looking to get like 15 or 20K worth of ETH. Asked him if there's any discount. He says, yeah, we can work something out because the price off difference I would get. So if anyone's looking to buy at a bit of a discount, let me know. I'll connect you. I don't think it'll be a big one, but no. Jim Cramer says he does not see a trade deal being reached to resolve the ongoing tariff war. That pretty much means world peace is guaranteed. Immutable X to base bridge. I went over that before. Mobile app updates. Ongoing updates for mobile app continue. Our latest version 2.13 is now available. own collectibles and comics now display on market cards. Total editions on comic pages now have additional rarity breakdown information. Other enhancements and improvements, like I just showed you for M'Baku. Canada says it won't end tariffs unless all U.S. tariffs are lifted. Good luck with that. How to edit basic material. Again, VeVe had posted so much content on this. Good for them. Keep it up. There is kind of crypto 2020. All right, hang on. Crypto 2020. All right, I have to go to my messages for this. There's this guy called Crypto 2020. I can't even see where it first started. I could have sworn it was like days ago. A specific person. Okay, so yeah. This guy called All Things OMI says ex-advisor and potential shareholder. Here he's talking about Ben Gidenzi, saying has caused severe damages to the VeVe and OMI community. This includes, but is not limited to, financial damages through self-enrichment by fraudulent actions that are by law not allowed. Class action lawsuit group has been created, funding collected, witnesses and proof secured. Please reach out to me, DM, if interested to join. Almost at 50 people already, and this was on March 5th. This was yesterday at 6:12 a.m. I guarantee you, if he wanted to, that's probably up to several hundred. He continues on saying, as an advisor and team member, most tokens, if not all, were sold on either exchanges or through over-the-counter transactions. This while creating hype and demand for the token through advertisement, marketing, and influencers. This also includes, but is not limited to, providing significant discount percentage to influencer OTCs. This is fraudulent and damaging the community at large. More to come. This is just one charge. He says the post is not directed at any one person, but we all know this is Ben Gidenzi, saying the indictment will, of course, reveal who it is. For now, speculation is pointless. As over the years, many advisors have been working for both VeVe and OMI. Some things take time. We'll update when the time is right. So anyway, that's that. Okay, DEVVE stuff. And this stuff, immutable. David talking about immutable X, the OMI to immutable X bridge. U.S. for BlackRock agrees to buy Panama Canal ports, which is heckin' nuts. Heckin' love that. Thought that was amazing. Building liquidity partnerships. Tom Anderson says, we have an innovative liquidity strategy tied in with DEVVE that we aren't quite ready to announce, but I personally think it'll be a game changer in the space. We're submitting patents on the concepts. I agree that liquidity is key. We're also putting in place an incentive strategy for market makers. Overall, we have a very senior and experienced corporate development team, so I expect there will be a big competitive advantage in building liquidity partnerships and real-world asset partnerships. I think liquidity plans will help the real-world assets, as I envision we will become the go-to platform. Our biz dev will help with RWAs. Most crypto teams don't have our level of TradFi expertise. And our platform itself will also be significant. Self-custody for TradFi institutions, fraud, theft, loss protections, privacy, solutions, speed, throughput, cost-effectiveness, ease of integration with Web2 through RESTful API, etc. Sorry. Stephen Duarte says, if we bridge our OMI on the VeVe web wallet, do we lose our daily MCP points? And Ecomi says, you will continue to earn the same daily and seasonal OMI rewards on the Stacker wallet. I did it last week. Still getting everything. We're good. Kryptoni says, hey, I finished the set of the up-tempo. And Ben Rose says, that's beautiful. Thank you. I don't know why you said thank you, but I thought that was really cool. Okay, I did that. Charles Delgado, like this dude, says one day there'll be 1,000 hardcore collectors on the app, and all secret rares and ultra rares will be gone. They will rarely be listed, and if they are, they'll be listed at high prices. Now think about when there are 2,000 or 3,000 hardcore collectors that are on the app, and what will be left in the market. If you believe in this technology with digital collectibles, then understand that people will realize that VeVe is and what they are doing within the metaverse space. But once again, I'll keep doing me, and you keep doing you. That is such a good, I got to read that like every day. Belarus President Lukashenko calls to begin mining cryptocurrency. If it is possible for us, let's do it. We have excess electricity. Let them make this cryptocurrency and so on. Good for him. Non-Fungible Wonderful on the podcast yesterday was great. He's going to release new music soon. Also great. Love that man. Also, the bridge update from yesterday, 750 million OMI tokens were successfully bridged, saying our reserves need replenishing, so please check back tomorrow. Today, they put in like another billion, I think. Current status, token availability was limited. The restock was today. Thank you for your patience as we manage the token flow. Michael Saylor says, a Bitcoin strategic reserve positions the U.S. as a leader in the race to dominate cyberspace. Bill Garner says, also State Street just announced they were going to start buying crypto. Oh, where are they now? Huh. Interesting. I know somebody. Never mind. Yeah. Good times. I wonder who's going to be next. There's a lot of people. Ben Rose says, I'm proud of the VeVe official team, true builders of the space, whether they're building products, experiences, knowledge, awareness, or engagement. They consistently dust themselves off each day, pick up their tools, and build this category. Yeah, my man. Devi says, crypto loss is no longer permanent. 2.6 billion locked forever, 800 million in Bitcoin lost in a landfill. Lost keys equal lost assets until now. Introducing DEVVE protects loss protection, a trustless private key recovery built exclusively on the DEVVEX blockchain. Recover lost assets without relying on a third party. Time-locked reversibility to prevent misuse. A solution Vitalik Buterin just called for. Read how we're changing blockchain security. Between Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock, the three own 88% of the stock market. They own a lot. They're going to own a lot of crypto too. I gotta read this from my collectibles. My collectibles, because this is important. He had posted the other day. What's your favorite initiative VeVe has released this past week? Is it VeVeVerse launch? Is it autopay feature? Comic collectible burns or evolvable enhancements? This should tell them that the evolvable enhancements were not really enhancements because 2% of people voted for it. But 15% of people said comic and collectible burns. 11% said autopay feature. But 71% said VeVeVerse launch. And that is just the beginning. There's a lot more to come from that. Even Foster Hilt says, absolutely wild that all 4 of those features were just in the last week. Make sure to save some for next week. Was it going to be next week? I don't know. Let's go on and take a look at. All right, Bitcoin staying at 88. Okay, you stay solid there. I wonder if anyone else has come back up a little bit. OMI still at 2.6. Take a look at the DEVVE, still at 75 cents. They did have another major burn announcement for Disney collectibles on VeVe. Starting on 8 March, 11:59 Pacific time, all remaining supply of Disney digital collectibles, expired crafts will be burned. Here's a full list of Disney digital collectible expired crafts affected. Aquatic Plant, Big Bronze 1. Aquatic Plant, Big Bronze 2. Aquatic Plant, Plush Pink. Decorative Rock number 1, Decorative Rock number 2. Ocean Corals 1 and 2. Base for Xenomorph, Nostromo Corridor, and Groot Spider-Man. Collect now before the burn begins. Oh, damn, this is wild. I can't go over that. How do we know? Oh, God. How does it? Okay. How does the protection system work? And how are you able to know somebody has lost their keys to initiate transfer to the new wallet? This is over on DEVVE. Because what if the keys for the new wallet are lost as well? The user indicates they lost the keys. The NFT will define how recovery works. I think the most typical situation would be a transfer to a wallet with a managed key by a third party like Devio. You can immediately move your assets back into a wallet with DEVVE Protect, where the key is stored on a hard wallet again. Question. Thanks, Steve, for taking the time to answer these questions. Really appreciate the effort you keep putting into the community. It makes a huge difference and shows the strength of the project. Tom says, thanks. I think community is important, and I will allow for geometric growth soon, so I feel it's a good use of my time. Cannot wait. This guy asks, is the NFT immovable? I mean, can the hacker send it out and it would make the wallet vulnerable again? Tom says, no, you can't transfer the NFT. Keep in mind that this is a solution implemented at the core validator level, and the validators run on rules where this is programmed into their direct logic. It isn't a smart contract approach. You have a guy named AS saying, no theft and no rogue pulls would be amazing. And Tom goes on to say, theft protection is different than loss protection. They are opposite sides of a coin. We will release theft protection information shortly. Cannot wait for that. And again, yesterday you did have Memezilla. Oh, there's a lot of messages over there. Memezilla going on saying the cat token is the first one on the list again as most popular. VeVe, how many? So it's still yesterday. It's still yesterday. Okay. It's always been new VeVeVerse space alert. Breaking news: the villa is coming to VeVeVerse today. Ready to start decorating your villa today with a simple setup. No building required. We have 2 versions available: empty, where you can decorate from scratch and let your creativity shine, or furnished, freestyle with shelves, plinths, what the heck are plinths, and plants. Just place your collectibles and go. You can move or remove any furniture, customize with adjustable roof-mounted lights to set the perfect scene. Tell us, are you decorating from scratch or moving in furnished? Drop a house or couch in the comments. Oh God, hiccups. Be advised, the new VeVeVerse space is free, which is fine for now, but I really want to see VeVe burning that OMI. I really want to see the revenues coming in. Free is all well and good, but if I just want this is probably the best course of action. I just want VeVe to see some revenues. I want to see some OMI burn. I'm just a little impatient. What's up, Chuck and Hank? How's it going, fam? Coinbase eyes tokenized securities as crypto regulations shift under the Trump administration. Bitcoin open interest hits lowest level since August, and Mt. Gox moved over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin to unmarked address. Crypto Cosmo passed the 200 mark on Fantastic Four #1. That is so special. That is so special. Only burns to friend. There are missing collectibles in the VeVeVerse, so there is an email saying thanks for reaching out. We understand how important your digital collectibles are, and the team is hard at work to ensure every collectible can be showcased and interacted with in the VeVeVerse. The process involves integrating and optimizing each asset, and with huge volume of collectibles in our ecosystem, this project requires time. We're fully committed to ensuring that all collectibles are available within the VeVeVerse. While I make this happen, we encourage you to explore and build your spaces. Kind of just what I had talked about before. Funny meme. Good times. I know I'm very hungry. Oh, who's this? Oh, Steph. Hey, friend. Just in. U.S. Secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget neutral strategy. Yeah, I went over this before. My God, guys. Keep up. Working on an announcement. Ooh, nice. Working on an announcement for tomorrow. I'll post and tag you. Oh, very good. So this is what it's going to look like for Sunday. We have our first guest will be Sheeb Token Soul on Monday. That'll be really cool. Can't wait for that. Love this. This is great. I don't care about my makeup. I like it better with my... Okay. My jeans all ripped up. Don't know how to... All right, I'm going to bounce because I'm very, very hungry. And I hear the doggo barking. So I think he's got to go out. No, I just let him out before he came down here. Oh, my body hurts. Oh, it's rough. Is it today Thursday? It is Thursday. Like I said, tomorrow I have Sharby coming on the stream at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I have the Carl Choi podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be a busy day tomorrow. Also, did you know that Cash App only lets you withdraw $2,000 worth of Bitcoin per day? And they only let you withdraw like 5,000 per week? I think that's a bunch of bull dinky, don't you? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was free? All right, I gotta go. What should I sing for an outro? Too bad that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. There is more than meets the